All right, let's talk about coffee. That morning cup you probably can't live without. We're going to look at it in a way you never have before, because hidden inside that simple, everyday ritual is this incredible and kind of surprising story about what's really going on inside your brain. So let's get right to it. What could possibly connect your morning pick-me-up to this feeling of constantly wading through tar? Well, believe it or not, that's not just some metaphor. It's a real neurological connection that's going to completely change how you think about the word tired. And to really get it, we have to start somewhere super familiar, a scene that plays out in millions of homes every single morning. Ah, that sound. You know the one. You hit snooze, probably more than once. Your brain is just thick with fog, and every part of your body feels like it weighs a ton. Yeah, getting out of bed, it's less like waking up and more like you're being reanimated. You kind of shuffle to the kitchen, basically a ghost in your own house, until you get that first amazing cup. And then, slowly but surely, the world starts to come back into focus. You feel human again. So, what is this magic? What is actually happening inside your head that takes you from zombie to a fully functioning person? Well, the answer comes down to a tiny, tiny molecule. Okay, this is where it gets really cool. Let's pull back the curtain and look at the actual chemistry that's making you feel so sleepy in the first place. So I want you to meet adenosine. Just think of it like this. It's your brain's built-in sleep tracker. It's a totally natural chemical that gets made whenever your brain uses energy. From the second you wake up, it starts building up, creating what scientists call sleep pressure. So here's the play-by-play. Your brain cells run on this high-energy fuel called ATP all day long. As they're firing and you're thinking and doing stuff, they burn through it. And the leftover stuff, the exhaust basically, that's adenosine. This adenosine floats around and plugs into these special docking stations or receptors in your brain. And when enough of them get plugged in, the message goes out loud and clear. You're getting sleepy. It's time to power down. And this is where caffeine enters the picture. Caffeine is, well, it's a master of disguise. Its shape is so ridiculously similar to adenosine that it can sneak into those exact same docking stations. But here's the trick. It fits in the lock, but it doesn't turn the key. It just sits there. It's a blocker. It's like putting a boot on a parking spot. The real sleepiness car, adenosine, can't park, so that your tired message never gets delivered to your brain. So let's get this straight because it's super important. Caffeine doesn't actually give you energy. It just masks your sleepiness. It's hijacking your brain's natural fatigue system. It's an imposter, just temporarily silencing the guy who's telling you to slow down. For most of us, hey, that's a pretty handy trick. But what happens when that whole system is fundamentally broken to begin with? And now we're going to shift gears a little bit. We're moving from the basic chemistry to a really profound human experience. Because for some people, this system isn't just being tricked by coffee, it's just broken. Just let that sink in for a second. I have never felt awake. This is the voice of someone living with a condition called idiopathic hypersomnia, or IH for short. So for people with IH, that whole sleep-wake system we just talked about, that elegant balance of adenosine and receptors, it's in a state of total chaos. They live with this constant, crushing sleepiness that sleep itself can't fix. It's not about being sleep-deprived. It's that the system itself is busted. And man, this analogy just perfectly captures what that feels like. Can you imagine never truly reaching the surface? Never feeling that solid ground of just being awake that most of us completely take for granted? That's the daily reality for someone with IH. See, for most of us, sleep is the reset button, right? It's supposed to clear out all that adenosine that built up, giving us a clean slate for the next day. That's how it's designed to work. But for someone with IH, that reset button is broken. Sleep doesn't give them any relief. They could sleep for 10, 12, even 15 hours, and it brings zero restoration. They wake up just as exhausted as when they went to bed, completely trapped in this relentless cycle. And the impact, it's just devastating. It's a domino effect that knocks over every single part of a person's life. Careers just stop. Relationships crumble under the strain. Simple things like doing laundry or driving become these massive challenges. It all leads to this profound loss of who you are, like you're just watching your own life happen from behind a thick, foggy curtain. Okay, so let's bring all this together. By understanding the science behind our coffee and the reality of hypersomnia, we can build a completely new perspective on something we thought we knew so well, just the simple feeling of being tired. And this, right here, This is the core of the whole story. That delicate adenosine system, the one we so easily mess with using caffeine to get us through an afternoon, is the very same system that, when it malfunctions, can trap someone in a state of permanent exhaustion. So the next time you say, ugh, I'm so tired, it's worth remembering this difference. For most of us, tired is a temporary state. It's a signal to rest, and we can fix it with a nap or a coffee. For someone with idiopathic hypersomnia, tired means something completely different. It is a constant, debilitating, relentless state. It's like a broken fire alarm that is blaring 24/7 and they can never, ever turn it off. Understanding the science of our own brains, it does more than just demystify our daily habits. It actually opens a window to empathy. It reminds us that behind a really common phrase can lie a really uncommon and often invisible struggle. Thanks for watching.